Okay, now. Okay, now. Oh, that didn't come out right. Oh, I'm still waking up. Oh, okay. I need to fix that then sometime today. Alright, so yeah. Alright, let's do our intro. Alright, if you want to support me, please go to my Patreon if you want to support me. Alright, so I've got two big announcements. So, yep, we took a Hold the Line of Pahvo, which is still going on right now. I'm going to be doing it on the Cleon side because I had already picked up the reward, and I'm now just getting the extra Dilithium now, just everything else and all. But, I've got a PC part that's coming in today. Big news. Yes, the other girl that you'll be seeing soon will probably be Sunday. Yeah, this is called Late Night. Yes, me and the girl come here to put the tail at the DJ here. But Sunday, the owner of this club noted that remembered me as a sci-fi streamer and wants to see her club, shown on Twitch and wants to see her club on Twitch, that's everything else and all. So I've got a PC part that's coming in today. So yes, after it comes in today, I'm going to be doing a hard reset of the basically whole realm. Basically I'm going to be, basically redoing my one computer and moving it up closer because also, there is a, charity thing going on the 6th as well, where I'll be, working for 4 hours as a backstage boys dancer, just everything else. But then later that night, I'm going to be here doing a DJing and also streaming, and now I have to get the owner's name, is hoping to see her club on Twitch, that and everything. So yes, when this PC part comes in, I am going to be doing some serious work, that and all. But yes, I am hoping with the new setup, the new everything, to kind of push the, Discworld here. As y'all know, I'm a big fan of Discworld, and I've been here since the start, back in 2010, just everything else and all. Now he's pushing the Xeon world, just everything else and all. Yeah, Xeon's not really ready yet because it's still data testing. But after this world, yes, me and Data Girl live in this world. Me and Data Girl meet people in this world. Me and Data Girl actually makes money and work in this world. Just everything else and all. But like I said, when this part comes in today, yeah, I'm going to be breaking and doing some completely room changing and resetting things, just that and everything else and all. Because like I said, hopefully come Sunday, yep, I'll be back to live streaming this girl, just like everything else and all. But now, yep. So let's move this over to the other side. Baby girl is sleeping. So she's basically sleeping in my arms. Yeah, I love Baby girl. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, so just letting Lady Girl know that I am live streaming because she is sound asleep away. And I think her cell phone died because she's not on the call anymore because her cell phone died. What she tends to do, and I fall asleep on my arm, just everything else, and then her cell phone will die. And even though to me it's 6 o'clock in the morning to me, it's actually noon to her because she's 6 hours ahead of me. But, you know, because at the noon, it's afternoon to her. It'll be 1 or 2 o'clock her time before she, you know, wakes up and, like, wants to see what I'm doing. So, yeah. All right. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this over with. Alright, so let's see what our judges are today. Okay, defeat lords on the ground, physical damage on the ground, taser on the ground. Okay, that's easy. Okay, let's go ahead and do the event. Oh, and also, yes, the, space crystal. Yes, I do have it slotted, as you can see. There it is right there. But I'm now flying around as a crystal maker, so I'm making all kinds of crystals, just everything else and all. So, and of course, that's my build right there, as you can see. Just everything else and all. So, yes, I'm doing fire damage and crystals all over the place. And have you seen purple crystals? That is this here. This next to those purple crystals. So yeah, this next to those purple crystals. Top. Keep top, let's go. Here it goes.
Bad news. I'm reading a lot of spatial distortion out there, and hostile ships are coming through. We're finishing some defense satellites to assist you, but we need some time. Do what you can until they're ready for activation.
Alright. What a bunch of put makers. Except for this guy. This guy doesn't have pets.
Enemy ships approaching. On an attack vector. Pahvo will be vulnerable to invasion from orbit. The good news? Our defense satellites are ready. Scan them to bring them online.
So yeah, there are a bunch of putmakers up to this guy. This guy I don't think has pets. Alright, so again, like I said, the first glade comes from this direction, second glade they come from the sides.
Picking up multiple enemy signals on sensors. Get ready.
There's those couple pistols right there. So yes, I am making crystals everywhere. I'm making crystals everywhere. As you can see, there's total crystals. So I'm doing fire damage and crystals. La 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 la. So yes, I'm doing fire damage and crystals. see, crystals, crystals, crystals. Titaniums and crystals. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Seconds left.
Satellite upgrades are now available. When you scan a satellite, its capabilities will come online. Your service branch will determine which upgrades will activate when you scan a satellite. Choose wisely.
So yeah, tacticals will have proton torpedoes, torpedo spread and turret wheel. Science will have tachyon beams and tractor beams, and engineers will have barrier field. So let's see, we've got, all four of these are engineer. All these are science.
Heads up, the enemy flagships are coming to attack.
So yep, they will be attacking from all directions, but you want to get rid of the dreadnoughties. The dreadnoughties hurt the hardest. Yep, I am doing fire damage and crystal damage. Wow, we are taking some serious
Generator
damage.
output at 75%. Shield generator gamma is at 75%.
Wow.
Well done. We'll continue to ready our defenses here. If they come back, we'll be ready for them. Keeping Pahvo safe is important. You've done a lot today to make that happen. Thanks.
So yeah, as you can see, data turned out to 100% due to this Herald shit and all the Herald pets and just shit is able to create this, everything else and all. See, I can't even click on him. There he is. So yeah, because of all him, pets and everything, yeah, he's doing nothing to keep data alive all by himself. Everybody else going to Ghana down here, and you see, even though we had everybody down here in Ghana, I was handling Alpha. Yeah, because Ghana and Alpha took the biggest hit. Biggest hit. Alright, let's take a loot. Now let's go ahead and leave. So yes, I'm doing crystal damage and fire damage. Alright, so we gotta kill dogs on the ground. That's the third. Yeah, so we need to do laser damage. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch this to the tiny gun. Cause the tiny gun is pretty much the best killer. Hello, how you doing? Good morning. Yeah, just doing my dailies. You good? So nice, so nice. Just doing my dailies. I'm waking up. Waking up. And I'm just doing my dailies. Oh, I just need one more. Need one more. There. Take up the loot, take up the loot. Alright, run out of here real quick. Now I have to do taser damage. So yeah, like I said, the tiny gun, it is an advantage and all. You can buy it in the nut store, just everything else and all, but you can see the amount of damage a tiny gun can do. Now here's the funny thing. On this side, you don't have to worry about modulating, but on the nearest side, if you do the mirror universe side, yes, the dog over there can actually adapt to it, and you have to switch because they can adapt to bullets to everything else and all. So yeah, just be careful. Dogs can actually adapt to it. Now we need 20,000 taser damage. As you can see, 20,000 taser damage. It's 2,000. $5,000. I don't want to inoculate. Now something like put drone in. $8,000. Oh no, you're using that darn weapon. Yes, the held weapon right there, do you see her using? Yes, that's actually the best weapon in the whole entire game. Because when it does damage, it does feedback, where when you're targeting something and something's attacking you, it will do a feedback back to the target that's attacking you. Excuse me. Yeah, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000. $14,000. $15,000. I don't want to inoculate. $16,000. $17,000. There's 19. And 20,000. Now we can run away. Wee! Talk, 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 talk. So yeah, these are your dailies. Now, like I said, right now it is now 7 o'clock in the morning, about 6 o'clock nighttime. Yeah, these update every day, every morning at 6 o'clock nighttime at 6. This Universal updates every 3 days. Every 3 days, this Universal will be updating. And after the event, yes, you have until April 8th to get this done. 2 days, 7 hours, 32 minutes to get this done. Because we had already picked up the crystal and we'd already used the crystal. Yeah, it's going to be getting 11,000 dilithium tomorrow. So I'm going to do one more run and then I need to switch over and show Star Wars because my thing has expired. And I want to show the difference between a subscription to versus the third status. Because like I said, I've seen people do the free-to-play version and subscriber version, but I had never ever seen anybody do the third version. Top. Okay.
Bad news. I'm reading a lot of spatial distortion out there, and hostile ships are coming through. We're finishing some defense satellites to assist you, but we need some time. Do what you can until they're ready for activation.
So, yep, I am basically flying a, third energy crystals. So I'll be making all kinds of crystals,
Enemy
just
ships
everything
approaching.
else and all.
On an attack
Plus,
vector.
because this gun does fire damage, I'll be doing a lot of fire damage.
Warning, ship is under attack.
A lot of fire damage.
Ship is under attack.
So yep, I do a lot of fire damage and a lot of crystal damage.
More bad news. They're targeting the shield generators. If we lose those, Pahvo will be vulnerable to invasion from orbit. The good news? Our defense satellites are ready. Scan them to bring them online.
So yeah. Alright, so like I said, first grade they come from this direction, second grade they come from this direction and this direction. Last grade they come from all three ways. So right now, this side, we have to worry about the side. This grade they don't come this way yet. They come from here and here.
Picking up multiple enemy signals on sensors. Get ready.
See, I can make crystals. And these total crystals is coming from this torpedo. So do you see these total crystals? Yeah, they're coming from this torpedo. But I'm making crystals everywhere. I'm making crystals everywhere, I'm doing fire damage everywhere. Alpha is taking a big hit. Is anybody on Alpha? No, nobody's on Alpha. There's nobody attacking Alpha. Thirty seconds left. But yeah, nobody detecting Alpha. And there they go, what's an hour?
Satellite upgrades are now available. When you scan a satellite, its new abilities will come online. Your service branch will determine which upgrades will activate when you scan a satellite. Choose wisely.
So again, like I said, tacticals go do Thargoil and Toast Thread, science go do Tachyon things, tractor things, engineers go do go do their fields. They get it next way. They will be coming from this direction. They'll be coming from the south. They will be coming from this direction. But you've got to get rid of the dreadnoughties. The dreadnoughties are the ones that hit the hardest and do the most damage.
Heads up. The enemy flagships are coming to attack.
Stuck another field.
Shield generator output at 75%.
Integrity below 50%.
Actually, we are taking serious damage.
Generator data is at 75%. Shield generator output at 50%.
Oh, there the girl's awake. There the girl's awake. $60 left. Elevating. Unlock training. Yep. And they the girl's getting it killed. Damn it. I'm gonna have to punish her for this. Ow, 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 ow. 30 seconds left. Like I said, Alpha is literally dying, but the guy's not doing shit. He's just sitting over there. Give me a second, there you go. So yeah, the guy at Alpha, he's an AFK. So they basically come in, they sit there, and they don't do anything. So yeah, Alpha literally take the worst. I was protecting Beta. Everybody else is basically on Gamma. That's why Gamma's doing good. But yep, as you can see, I'm doing fire damage and crystal damage. And there, they go down. They go down. Wow.
Well done. We'll continue to ready our defenses here. If they come back, we'll be ready for them. Keeping Pahvo safe is important. You've done a lot today to make that happen. Thanks.
So yeah, as you can see, alright, I'm gonna turn that off so I don't need it anymore. So as you can see, yep, the guy that was at Alpha was basically an AFK player, where he basically just sat right there and didn't do anything, put it on AoE, so his pets that kept circling him was doing all the attacks, just and all. Well, he was basically AFK the whole damn time. Me, I was trying to detect Beta, and you can see I do critical damage and fire damage. Sadly, yes, the critical damage and the fire damage. If you're trying to do the DTS leaderboard, trying to get on the leaderboard, please, for the love of God, do not do my build. Because my build, you will do the least amount of damage, least amount of everything. Yes, for the special effects, all the fire damage and the crystal damage and tossing crystals and having your little tortured souls flying around looks cool, but you'll do the least amount of DTS, the least, because it's pretty, but you do the least. So if you're trying to do that leaderboard climb, no, do not build. My build is the worst. As you can see, I do the worst amount, just everything else. It's pretty, but I do the least amount. Least amount. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and break the stream. I've got a special Star Wars stream, because my account has now gone to the third status. I have never seen anybody do the third status stream. ICT will do 3 to play from beginning to end, and ICT will do like I've been doing, describe the version, what a subscriber looks like, and what subscribers can do. But the third status, I have never seen anybody do the third status stream. Now, granted, you're going to hear me cuss a lot, because as the third status, yes, I will have restrictions. Not as bad as a free-to-play. Free-to-play, you are slapped 24/7. Oh, you want to use this gear? You need to subscribe. Oh, you want to do this mission? You need to subscribe. Oh, you want to go to this area? You need to subscribe. So you'll hear me cuss a lot at the storm, just everything else. Now, that's free-to-play. The third status, you'll still see it, but here's the difference between free-to-play and the third. As the third status, if you sign up to 1 month and then let your thing go to the third status, everything from the start of the game till now, which is the Legacy of the Sith, you can play and do all the armor that you picked up from now to the Legacy of the Sith, you can use. But anything from as of yesterday, anything from yesterday forward, it's going to pop out and say, hey, this is the new and here's the other thing. Raids, I am not going to be able to do raids, because that is the one thing they literally slap you hard on. If you want to get the best gear in the game, you got to do raids, because the raid gear is the best in the game. Well, because I'm now at the third status, no, I am not going to be able to get it. So the 2 sets I have, that's 334, I'm going to be able to use. On my other sets of the 331, I'm going to be able to use. But let's say Tuesday, when they do their next update patch, and they try to bring out some kind of, helmet or some kind of chest armor, it's going to pop up and say that I cannot use that because I'm now at the third status. I need to subscribe to use that helmet or to use that chest piece. But everything up till now is unlocked up till now. So, I'm going to go ahead and break stream. As I was showing earlier, yes, I love alternators. I play alternators, this, that, and everything else. Are we still dancing? Yes, we're still dancing. So yeah. So as you can see, yeah, this is Lady Girl in there. On Sunday, the owner of this club, who wants to see her club on Twitch and everything else, so come Sunday, yes, I'm going to be doing a hard wipe and reset of everything, plus changing my room around, because Sunday, I've got two things going on. I've got a charity event going on Sunday, and then Sunday night, the owner of this club is hoping to see her club on the stream, this and everything else and all. So I've got two parts coming. I have a monitor arm that basically holds two monitors on an arm, that plus a brand new monitor because now I've noticed Data Girl keeps saying, "Oh, your graphics sucks. Your graphics sucks." Now, yesterday, I kind of noticed that I was having these color issues and flickering issues, this, that, and all. And then last night, now luckily, I was able to move this to the other monitor, this, that, and everything else. Now, how can you tell your monitor is going bad? Well, that's actually the first sign. If you're starting to get these weird decoloration and weird glitches, yeah, that's a sign your monitor's going bad. And these monitors I've had, let me see if I could find them. Because these monitors was actually brand new back at the time. 9 X E U S. So, I do not know how to pronounce that. I do not know how to pronounce that. But this company was the very first company almost 5 years ago. We had the adaptive sync and the data sync. There was literally a war going on saying that no, you want the dash frames and the dash look, that's everything. You needed the data with the data sync. And AMD came out saying, no, you don't. You just need adaptive sync. And then I think it was like a year later, 2 years later, it was Tech Hardware, I forget who company that did it, actually showed that the actual so-called hardware slash software that the data was pushing, no, you don't need it. Apparently it's a gimmick just to force you to buy this monitor, this, that, and all. But this company was the very first company, like on this, like I want to say a good 8 years, 7 years ago, the very first company that had the AMD adaptive sync, this, that, and all. So I've had this monitor in like ages, this, that, everything else and all. And I actually had on my stream, on it on my YouTube thing where I was showing an unboxing of it and me setting it up, this, that, and all. Now back then I had a FX8370 and R9 390X back then. But yeah, the R9 390X recognized the monitor quickly, like, oh, you got FreeSync ability. Okay, let's set it up and sync you and set you up. Again, this monitor is now almost 7 years old, 8 years old, this, that, and all. And I got three of them because when my parents passed away, sadly I'm on SSI. The problem with that, I cannot hold no more than 1,100. The second I go over basically $1,000, then my check goes into a holding pattern saying that you're only allowed 1,000. How did the girl? I know. Okay. Yes, baby girl's yelling at me saying I'm a fool. Yes, baby girl, I am a crazy fool. Anyway, so yes, back then, my parents passed away, so I had an internet check. I literally gone out of my way. Now, back then, I had an 8th gen and this, that, and all. I wanted to push the AMD side. So this company here was the very first company with the AMD sync. I had an 8390 with an R9 390X. I blew my whole money on it. I had a lot of people saying, "Oh, you're an idiot," but no. Back then, I showed that it's possible. It's possible. But no, like I said, coming today, I've got a brand new monitor coming in, so I'm gonna break the stream. Go over to Star Wars. They the girl teasing me. Yep. Alright, well, like I said, I'm gonna. Oh, I am poor. I know you're so expensive, baby girl. Anyway, so I'm gonna break the stream, this, everything else, and then switch over to Star Wars, do my Star Wars stream, this, everything else, and all. I'm glad that baby girl's finally awaking in my arms. So she's finally awake. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's now almost 8 o'clock now. Okay, so. Oh, I know it's afternoon, because it should be, what, almost 1 o'clock, I want to say? To you? Should be almost 1 o'clock now, right? Oh, 2 o'clock. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you had to do that stupid time jump crap. Which, and here's something else I did not know, lady. Yeah, here's something else I did not know. I thought the time saving and time, what the hell the crap is, I thought that was only for Americans. Now, apparently, Baby Girl over the last week, or last weekend, had to change her time. And I was like, wait a minute. You're dealing with the daylight thing as well? I thought that was an American thing. Yeah, that's true. And Baby Girl just said, they claim it's supposed to be saving electricity, so we all know. When you've got a very powerful computer with very powerful things, you ain't saving no electricity. Yep, that's true. Well, like I said, it was true then that the reason why we had it, I forget where it was created. I think it was England. I forget where it was created. But the main reason why it was, yeah. Well, here's the thing. It was originally created because I want to say it was England. I forget where it was actually created. They needed 1 extra hour for their government workers to do work, just everything else and all. So they created it. And again, like I said, I think it was England that created it because they needed their government workers to work 1 more extra hour and do the 1 more extra hour before they took their Christmas break. So if you look at how the actual doing this, everything else, yes, the so-called Scrooge work the knee, I'm not letting you leave yet, work the knee. Yeah, that is why the whole thing was created. They got the government system, I think it was England, needed the workers to work that 1 more extra hour before they took their Christmas break and went on their Christmas vacation. And that is why it was technically created. They got the government system, and again, I think it was England that created it, needed those government workers. Nope, you're not going home yet. We need you to work, not going home yet. Well, anyway, like I said, I ended the break, switch over to Star Wars. You're going to see the difference between the subscriber player and the third status. Yes, you can hear me bitch a lot because how the system is and how, restricted they are. But at the same time, you're not going to see me play much of Star Wars Old Republic because the main reason why Star Wars wants you to be subscribed to 24/7. Because of Jackie and what she's doing with the community and her banning people left and right because, no story content. Okay, you're banned to life. This new armor sucks. Okay, you're banned to life. And this last streamer, the people in her chat was trying to get her to talk about the last stream, which was kind of stupid. Yes, I will take the hit. But it was stupid how they were doing the stream, and the finger pointing out, spend $100 and these 6 months, blah, blah. she didn't want to say anything, that somebody screenshot the conversation and then somehow basically reworded it and then sent it to Jackie saying, hey, here's another streamer criticizing you. Here's another streamer criticizing my favorite game. I think you need to look into this. And Jackie D and Jackie, okay, another streamer removed and kicked and banned. Goodbye. Thank you for telling me. So yeah, until Jackie gets taken out, I don't care anymore. I don't like Jackie. I don't like her attitude. To her, oh my god, oh my god, kind of attitude. I don't care. Anyway, here's our ending. Alright, so like I said, I use Streamlabs to do my streaming. Yes, I am an A&D fanboy, and I use all A&D. Yes, A&D does very well for streaming and for everything else, that and all. And between A&D and Streamlabs, I do very well. I enjoy what I do, that and all. So yes, please check out those links. All the needs to let me help me out. Give me about 30 minutes or so to switch everything to the Star Wars, and you'll see that the third play versus the Scriber play. Alright, so, lady girl, I'm coming for you. She's giggling. Mm-hmm.